What's up, all my beautiful brothers and sisters out there in the diaspora? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I came to talk to y'all about today? And I know it seems so weird to me having a new name on my old channel of Cold as Ice Princess, because I always had like an opening, and I would be like, "What's up? What's up, everybody? It's Cold as Ice Princess coming at you from Minnesota." You know what I'm saying? And now that I got Lola Baby TV, now I got to think up a whole new introduction. Anyway, Lola Baby TV, my 2 cents on everything. Something got me a little something got me a little perturbed, and I'm gonna tell you why. And the thing that has me feeling some kind of way is has to do with my Native American brothers and sisters. Of course, not all of them. Of course not, because I don't know all of them. I never met all of them. You know what I mean? The Native Americans that I met in South Dakota are beautiful people. Americans that I met in South Dakota were wonderful, beautiful. Just everything about them, the Native Americans that I met in South Dakota were just wonderful people. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing bad to say. I met Native Americans in Nevada. I've met Native Americans in different places across the country, Arizona. You know what I mean? But it's only like here in Minnesota where I've come across Native Americans who are I don't know if prejudice is the right word to use for it. I don't know. Um, but this is only here in Minnesota have I come across Native American people who are hateful toward African Americans. And it has been just a really weird culture shock to me. You know, coming here to Minnesota at 20 years old, finishing out of school, got married, and thinking my whole life that African Americans and Native Americans sort of respected each other in a way. And then being confronted with the the hatred that I feel toward I feel the energy from Native Americans here in Minnesota. Like they just look at you with this hate, and it could be someone you're in school with, someone you're on the bus with, someone you work with, someone you're at the store with, someone who's working at the store that you go to. You know what I mean? You come to find out or whatever. This person doesn't like black people. You know, you're thinking like, what did I do to this person? Then you find out, oh, they just don't like black people. Period. You know, I'm gonna speak about like just two instances that I can think of at the top of my head. In where I live at. Okay, so where I live at, we do not have assigned parking. Parking is just for whoever. You know what I mean? And there's parking for everybody, whether it be on the front or the back. First come, first serve, whatever. So a few years back, this Native American woman spoke to me, and she said, my neighbor doesn't. She was like, my neighbor don't have nowhere to park when you get home from work. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And she goes, you live in that building. Why come you park over here? And I'm like, well, we don't have assigned parking. You can park wherever you want to. And I'm thinking that's the end of it. It's been plenty of times where I come home late and there's no parking in the back. You know what I mean? You got to park in the front. What's the big deal? Then so the next day I come home from work, there's a note on my car. This lady done scrabble some damn almost illegible words on paper and put it on my windshield when I went to work the morning. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Um, my neighbor doesn't have anywhere to park. Oh no, I don't even know how to talk like her because she talk really slow, like really slow. Like, and she like drags out her words. It is so freaking annoying. And so she left this long note saying that I was too lazy to park my car around the front, even though I lived around the back, and that her neighbor comes home late and he never has anywhere to park. So it's not assigned parking. So I go to work, I come back, I talk to the caretaker or whatever, and I'm like, I don't even know this person. And then he's like, oh no, she's watching you from her little secret place upstairs. She watches people. She got another one of my African American tenants to leave. I'm like, he's like, yeah, she's really prejudiced. Really prejudiced. I'm like, I don't even know this woman. Even if you're prejudiced and you don't like me, leave me the hell alone. I'm not even bothering you. I don't even know you exist. It's just I've noticed these Native Americans, not all of them, don't get me wrong, because I have marched, I have marched, I have protested with some good Native American brothers and sisters, and we have drummed together in the George Floyd sanctuary, in the square. We have prayed together, we have saged together. You understand? So it's not that I'm saying all of them, but I'm saying it's just been a few. And it don't make sense to me why they would be so much hatred toward African Americans or African descent people here in America, when I feel like, what did we do to the Native Americans in Minnesota? Like the Native Americans that came from here, I think Dakota, Lakota. I mean, what do we really do to you to make you hate us so much? I mean, just last week, I'm in like a business, a professional business. And I say hello, good morning to this female. She was like, mm. I was like, hello, how are you? She was like, mm. It was like she didn't even make a noise. And you can look at her and you can see all the evil spirits just all over her. You could just see that she just enjoys being miserable. She enjoys it. Her whole demeanor, her face, her posture, the way she carries herself, she just enjoys the hate. So when I say hello, good morning, she's like, ugh. I said, okay. You won't never have to worry about me never, ever, 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 ever trying to speak to you again. And then I end up talking to somebody, and the person informed me that yes, this lady is in fact very, 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 very prejudiced. And what was the other thing? She don't like nobody to talk to her. Some kind of, oh, she's very, very, very prejudiced. That was the number one. And I'm thinking, why are Native American people, some of you, have so much hate in your heart toward African American people? Can somebody please help me answer that? I really would like to know. I really would like to understand. Because the thing is, a lot of us come from situations where our elders or our mom or dad or grandmother or whoever it may be have told us certain things about certain groups of people. But it was up to us to believe it. It was up to us to live on it, to act on it. And it's like the fact that you're acting on something in 2020 when I don't really understand what really African Americans have done to you to cause you to hate us with such hatred that you walk around with this hatred. I mean, it's all over you. It's not even something that's hidden. It's like it's all over your spirit. It's a hate. And it's like the people who really did you wrong, the Caucasians, them the people you love. Those are people you look out for. Those are people you cherish. Those are people you care about. Those are people you smile at. I'm going to just leave it at that. If somebody can answer the question for me, I would appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, I know it's not everybody. I know that. I get it. But it's been a few that I've encountered here in Minnesota. And I'm just trying to get an understanding. I would understand if we were the ones who did horrible things to you throughout history. Then you would hate us. But you love the ones that did you wrong, and you hate the ones who ain't done nothing to you. Anyway, y'all, leave a comment, rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace. Peace.